Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel Style by Nahrin. I am here to show you beauty and fashion styling tips, although until I figure out how I'm going to film and do the setup for the fashion videos, I'm gonna keep rolling out the beauty tutorials so that, we keep building something here. We have a rapport, we get to know one another, we have fun, we do girl talk, we watch videos, we do makeup. It's fun, no drama, relax, have a glass of wine. If you're too young, get a donut or some cereal or whatever. Anyways, before we get into how I created this look, I want to ask you guys to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And this is a place where there is no judgment, no divas, no attitudes, just good, clean, lighthearted fun, because that's what fashion and makeup is. It's supposed to be fun and make you feel beautiful and happy in life. Now that that's out of the way, if you would like to see how I created this look for you, then please keep on watching. Alright, face is moisturized, and now on to priming. We're going to use Tarte's Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. And I'm putting a generous amount of primer because I do have enlarged pores and I have oily skin. So I tend to use more than what most people probably would use because I really want to pack it in, make sure that the surface will appear seamless. Again, I don't have an allergy. My skin is turning red because it's extremely sensitive to touch and in general chemicals and such. So I always stick with products that I know won't irritate it. And on to foundation. I'm going to use Urban Decay's All Nighter Foundation in the shade 1.0. And I'm going to use my favorite beauty sponge called The Sponge by Linda Hallberg's Cosmetics. Don't forget to hit the ears because we don't want pink ears and then a clear line of a different color foundation. And kind of like the same thing as not wanting a line of foundation right here and then a different colored neck versus a face. So it's the same principle. Be sure to get a little bit on the ears. I'm not saying put fresh foundation, but just use whatever that's left on your sponge or beauty blender. I've said it before and I'll say it again because, sometimes we forget. And now on to concealer. I'm gonna go in with Tarte's Shape Tape in the shade Fair Beige. Yeah, it is splotchy. See how it's not even, like that was really hard to blend. I can see it's lifting my foundation, lifting it here, lifting it here. Yeah, alright, next time I'm not using Tarte Shape Tape with the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. Like, I still love the foundation and I don't always go out with concealer because I don't care to all the time. But yeah, if you want to go full glam, I probably wouldn't pair the two. Simply because the foundation and Tarte Shape Tape, they set really quickly and they both set to a dry matte finish. And as we all know, putting a wet product on top of a dry matte finish, it will reactivate the base, the foundation, and it will lift. Since we've come so far, I'm just going to roll with it. And again, I still love both products, but just not paired together. I know how my body is going to react, especially within 1 hour. I'm pretty much going to get very oily. So I'm going to go into the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. with a Marc Jacobs brush, and it has seen so much love. There is no text on this brush, but I'll list the product name down below. I literally stick to pretty much the same brushes. It's literally my go-to brush for any kind of powder. I'm gonna go in with Bobbi Brown's eyeshadow in the shade Wheat for my contour. And as you can see, it has seen a lot of love, and this is actually my second pan. With my favorite contour brush by Marc Jacobs called The Shape. Don't worry if it's too dark, you can always fix it with your regular powder blush and a little bit of powdered foundation and highlighter or some setting powder. You could just blend it out a little bit. And now for blush, I'm gonna go in with my favorite Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter in the shade Moscow Mule and Ginger Bench. With one of the IT brushes for Ulta Beauty, the Airbrush Powder Wand, number 108. Alright. And now eyeshadow! Woo! This is the KKW and Mario palette. I do really like this packaging. So pretty! And I know everybody's done blue, but seriously, that is the only reason I bought this shadow. Because of this blue color. Everyone says how vibrant it is, and that is why I got it. So, you're gonna have to deal with another blue look. To start out, I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics brushes for Ulta Beauty, blending crease brush number 105. In with the shade Decade, starting a little bit below the brow bone, blending it down towards the crease. Now on to the top center shade, Miami, for my transition shade. These are really pigmented, apparently, and a little bit really does go a long way, so try to take it slowly. Try to dab very gently and then blend. I just realized I left the AC on. Oh my god. Haha. Yeah. My bad. Now you could probably hear me better, so again I apologize for that. It's freaking hot in here. Can't wait to move into a place with central air. I could just hear my husband laughing at me in the other room. Isn't that right, boo-boo? He said yes. And it's okay to go back and forth if you want to make sure it's symmetrical. Now I'm going to take my Morphe M209 brush and going to the shade Albanian to darken the crease a little bit. And now with my Sephora Pro Smoky Crease brush, I'm going to blend that out. A good way to blend out eyeshadow other than using the back and forth sweeping motions is to do tiny little circles. That actually helps a lot. And now onto the blue shade. I'm gonna go in with another Sephora brush that is actually meant for concealing, and it's called the Perfecting Concealer brush number 20, I believe. The darkest shades and the blue one, they are crumbly. They're very pigmented, but if you don't use a fixative spray when applying this shade, it will have fallout, and blue is really hard to remove once it's on the face. I tried this a little bit earlier and discovered that. So yeah, pack the brush and then take a fixative spray. I'm using Max Fix Plus, I believe. It still might have fallout, so even with the Fix Plus, to minimize the amount or prevent it, dab the color and press it and pull off. Dab, press, and pull off. Do not go like this because it's gonna make the bristles flick back and forth, which will spray the blue pigment everywhere. Yeah, this is a gorgeous blue. I'm so happy I got this. I can't say enough how many times I look for the primary colors and have them saturated, like red, yellow, blue, and I haven't found that many that really pack a punch with the color saturation. And this one does pay off. I love that blue. It is so nice. A little bit of the blue, or a lot, we'll see, on the lower lash line, and smoke that out. I'm gonna take Miami and smoke out the outer part of the blue using my Sephora Pro Smudge brush. Actually gonna try to blend it out with the Smoky Crease brush by Sephora. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of Albanian and just dab it right at the crease, right at the border between the blue and the brown colors. And then I'm going to take a blending brush and blend that out so it is a diffused transition. And then I'm going to take the Pro Shader Sephora brush, number 18, and go into the top left sparkly shade, 2008. Put it at the brow bone and very gently bring that shade a little lower. Yeah, some of these shades, like the sparkly one, it kind of just flakes everywhere when you're applying it. I think I would use the Fix Plus. And then also highlight the inner corner. And now I'm going to use Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Chaos to put into my waterline. Most of the time I try not to even wear eyeliner on my waterline. Every eyeliner makes me tear up, and I hate when it starts to bleed out, like instantly. This is such a pretty color. I've worn it many times, but sometimes you realize, wow, that's a really pretty color. And now for mascara, I'm gonna go in with Urban Decay's Troublemaker mascara in black. You know what's funny is that I completely forgot to prime my eyelids. And funny enough, this eyeshadow performed really well without the primer. That's really cool. That means next time I actually do put primer, remember to put primer on, these eyeshadows will perform even more beautifully. They'll probably have an even deeper punch with the pigment. Yeah. And now for Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer Pencil in the shade Ebony. I'm gonna stick with my favorite highlighter from Pat McGrath, which is this iridescent pink pigment, and I'm gonna use Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting brush in A23. I always smile. I don't know. Highlighting is just so pleasing, but see how you don't really see white. It's not a white highlighter, it is pink, but it has a glow to it. It's so subtle and yet very like wow, in an elegant way. Bring that a little bit into the brow just so that it blends. I swear, I just want to dunk my body in this if it was a tub of liquid. My skin should be this color. I want a lifetime supply. I literally could use this highlighter and never use anything else ever again. And now for lipstick, I think I'm going to keep this a nude color just so that the focus is on the eyes. I'm gonna go in with Pat McGrath's Matte Trance lipstick in the shade 1995. The thing that I love about this color is that it's actually really special to me, the shade and the name and the formulation. When I was 12 years old. Up until then, my mother never let me wear makeup. Like, that was a no-no. I was a kid. So she promised me I could start wearing makeup around when I was 16, 17. And I remember we went to the mall. I looked at a literally almost the exact same lipstick. And I remember it was, I believe, by Origins. I think when I was 12, they actually had cosmetics, not just skincare, and they had a lipstick that was this kind of nude brown, and it was matte, and my mom let me have it. She bought it for me, and that was my very first lipstick, and I believe that was the year 1995. So, oh no, I was 11. Yeah, 94. 95. I was 11 years old in 1995 and I got to have this color lipstick, almost similar formulation. So this has a very special place in my heart. It's a beautiful shade. And that's a wrap on this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making this look. I really enjoyed that palette. The pigmentation is really good. It does have a little bit of kickback in the pan, in the palette itself. Also, keep in mind the blue shade and some of the darker tones most likely will have some fallout when you're applying, so be sure to use some Fix Plus or some fixative spray or just wetting the brush in general before you pack that shadow on your eyes. And let me know how it goes. I encourage you to go ahead and sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Tell me if you like the palette, if you liked the look, and if you're planning to use it, if you have used it already, and what you think of the palette. You know, let's have a dialogue going. I would love to do a chit chat, and please feel free to sound off any other requests or comments, or leave a blue heart emoji for any blue eyeshadow lovers out there. And don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care.